this is Iran, and today's lesson will be about classes in Java. In this video, I will cover classes, instance fields, and methods. The first topic is about classes. A class defines a new data type that can be used to create objects of that type. In order to define a class, you can create it by using the class keyword followed by the given name of a class. If you look at the example below, which was used from a previous video, you can see that at the top it is called public class hello world. Right after public, you see the keyword class, and after this keyword you can see the word hello world, which is the name of this class. Another thing to know about classes is that they create objects. Objects have states and behaviors. For example, a dog has states. They have a color, a name, and a breed. And as for behaviors, a dog wags its tail, barks, and eats. In order to create an object, you'll have to remember these three steps: declaration, instantiation, and initialization. Declaration is when a variable name is created with an object type. Instantiation is when the new keyword is used to create the object. And initialization is when the new keyword is followed by a call to a constructor, which will be covered in the next video. This call initializes the new object. Below is an example of an object. We have a declaration, instantiation, and initialization. Feel free to pause the video if you would like to read the code and understand objects. Next we have instance fields. Instance fields refer to variables within a class. They can be defined by specifying its data type followed by its name. For example, below we have a code that has a string variable called name and a double variable called price. So, name and price are the instance fields of this class. And the last topic, methods. They are a collection of statements that are grouped together to perform an operation. They are basically a block of code which runs when it's called. An example of this is when you use the system.out.print line. The system executes statements in order to display a message on the console. Methods are defined with the name of the method, followed by parentheses. You can also create your own. Here's an example. Here I have a class called main. My method is the name of the method. Keep in mind that the static void is not the place where we type our main code in. This is another type of section where we code, also known as a function. In order to call a method, you will need to write the method's name followed by two parentheses and a semicolon. Below is the same class I used from the previous slide. It just has some code on it. So, inside the function myMethod, we can see that we have a statement that says, I just got executed. And right below this function, we have the main function, where it calls the method myMethod. That means that once we run the code, it'll output the statement in the myMethod function, which will be, I just got executed. There are also methods with the return value. This means that methods can return a value which is the result of some computation or calculation. The example below doesn't have a whole entire code, but it should still be understandable. Here we have a function getArea, and inside it will return the value of width times height, otherwise known as the area. Additionally, methods can accept parameters which are values. Once it does, it'll perform a certain operation inside its function. A couple of things to know is that the method must list the parameters in the method declaration, and separate parameters with commas if you have more than one parameter. This example doesn't have more than one parameter, so a comma is not shown. Instead, we have fname, which stands for first name. Inside the main function, Liam is inside the myMethod, meaning that Liam goes inside the parameter fname. So, Liam goes inside the print statement, which holds the variable fname. This will print Liam River. And that was all about classes, instance fields, and methods. Also, see if you can count how many times this character was in the video and get it right by answering in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video.